And we're back, the Dan and Ninko Show, episode 35. Wow. Does time fly? Does time fly when you're having fun, right? So we're back in studio.
Somber mood
we got
today.
a few things here that we need to talk about. Number one being the 10 Big Macs. Yes, that is 10 Big Macs in this bag that Dan O'Brien has to eat at least one of. He doesn't like pickles. We're gonna take a few pickles off. He's gonna bite into one of these Big Macs. When's the last time you had a Big Mac?
Never.
You've never had a Big Mac?
Never.
I think they're pretty good. I think they're very good. And we also have a Keeper Castle Island brew.
I'm actually excited about that.
Yeah, we're excited about this. So, big episode today. We are going to talk about Mac Jones being the starting QB1. Now he is the QB1 for the New England Patriots. And your lovely friend that you had an obsession with, Cam, is not only the backup, he's not even the backup here. He's going somewhere else.
Technically, there is no backup right now.
There's no backup right now, but they're going to fix that. So let's dive into this thing here. Let's dive into the Patriots.
Let's dive into your hatred for Cam Newton.
I don't have any hatred. I just want a quarterback that can throw. Okay? He had a hard time throwing the football. You have to admit that.
You just hate him because he juked you out of your shoes twice.
He juked a lot of people, but that was in 2015. And at that time, I had a lot more hair, and I was still very young. I was a young man. I was only 31.
Yeah,
okay.
You went down twice.
No, the first time I was held from behind, and I was tricked.
Was there a penalty?
Yeah, there should have been a flag. There should have been a flag. Well, guess what?
The NFL says clean play.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. So I'm just getting over the fact, and I'm happy that Mac Jones is my starting QB1 because he's going to give us the best chance of winning.
At 10 a.m. yesterday.
Hold on, ready? Everyone just... Oh, is that nice?
At 10 a.m. yesterday, you were under the impression that Cam Newton was quarterback one.
Ooh.
That's good.
That's a keeper.
Yeah.
Joke.
Right? At 9:59.
Nope. I knew.
Yes.
I didn't think they were gonna cut him. I did not think they were gonna cut him.
You were under the impression he was starting against the Miami Dolphins.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Stop.
Not under the impression. I knew that Bill, because this was funny. This is a weird thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, Bill said that Cam is the starter." Hey, you know how many texts I have of you saying, "Look what Bill said. Bill said he's the starter. Bill said. Bop, bop, bop." So now we can all see that Bill is the master trick, fool, attack your throat, and put things out there so everyone runs with it, takes it, runs with it, talks about it, creates headlines with it. But at the end of the day, he understands we're going with the young guy who understands the offense. I got some inside sources now, and I won't say names, but from what
Mr. ESPN.
From what I gained, inside sources in the actual building, from everything that I understand now, Mac was basically helping Cam learn the playbook. So imagine that. Learn that right now.
I don't know about that.
Absorb it. Learn it. Because Mac was having less MEs, mental errors. That's what an ME is in football, mental errors. He was having less mental errors in having a better understanding of the offense. We didn't see Cam run any 2-minute. We didn't see him run any no huddle.
He was the first team.
You have to run no huddle. That's vital. Oh,
Not
bless
really.
you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Put
No
a mask
COVID.
on. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah. Vaccinated.
Me too.
So,
Me too. Today, actually, considered.
I put out the thing to get some questions off Instagram about this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the questions that I like the question.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good one for you being there. How is the team taking it now that Bill was out there saying that Cam was the starter, he was starting quarterback, and none of them knew this was going to happen. And then they were in a meeting yesterday, and they were told that Cam Newton was being released. So, what goes through the locker room then?
Yo, hey, we're going to win, guys.
No, stop it.
We're going to win.
Stop it. That's not what it is.
No, I think this is what happens. This is what I'll do a reenactment, right? Of what I've done when I was in the locker room. You sit down, someone says something, you go, "What? They cut that guy?" Damn, this business is crazy, man. You never know.
No,
you never know.
More than that.
No,
Cam
that's usually what it is.
Locker room.
People do this. They go, "Damn, they cut him? Dang, that's crazy." Well, I'm good. I made the team.
I'm good. Day.
I'm good. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, that's the people who are in the bubble. What are like the captains talking about? What are what are the starters talking about?
I was on the bubble, so I was the bubble guy. And then I've been a captain. So, like, I've gone from the bubble guy where I'm looking at the people coming in, cutting people, and I'm sitting in my locker like, and, they used to have a guy.
If you're like Devin McCourty that's never been on the bubble in your life, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about then?
You're thinking that trust in Bill. Bill's going to make the best decision for the team.
Leads me to the next question that came up.
Let's go.
What about, did you see what Asante Samuel said?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with Asante Samuel. Was Asante Samuel the one that we traded?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's probably got a little.
Well, he's had like the hatred for the Patriots.
Of course. So obviously he's going to bad talk. It's like when you break up with somebody, you're not going to sweet talk the person that broke up with you.
He was responding to Louis Riddick's tweet, one of your coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
Bill does what Bill does, right or wrong. The man is cold-blooded and will do what he thinks he has to do. Period.
That's true.
And
I agree with that.
Asante Samuel said, cold-blooded is an understatement, but without Brady, he's just another coach in my opinion.
No. Asante's got a
little salty.
He's got a little bit of salt.
It's kind of like the Ninkovich against the Newton thing.
He had a sliver. He's got a sliver.
A little saltiness with the Big Mac.
No saltiness.
Oh, yeah, stop.
These don't have much salt in them at all. Look at these suckers, man. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Oh, does that look good? Have a bite of this.
I can smell the pickles from here. You got them with cheese, too? So you got the mac and cheese Big Mac?
That's pretty good.
The mac and cheese?
That's pretty good. Not bad. I didn't have lunch either.
Well, it's 11:30.
Perfect timing for beer. Why not?
Well, normally it's like 9:30.
I should have got some fries.
So
people are probably like, "Yo, he's eating."
So you don't think there's a big deal going on in the locker room at all with any of the players?
No.
They had like a party yesterday.
I think they don't have an issue.
Who was the surprise cut that you went through when you were on the team? The biggest one that you remember.
Who was a surprise cut?
Like the biggest one.
There. The biggest cut.
Or I guess trade too. I mean, it's kind of the same
Logan
thing.
Mankins.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
That was like at cut down time, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was like the day.
Yeah.
Of your team.
Traded him. Yeah.
Not good. Not
what's
good.
bigger, the Logan Mankins or the Cam Newton?
Logan Mankins.
Stop.
They trade away a piece of concrete from your line that has been there, that played with an ACL. He played in a Super Bowl
MVP.
He was not an MVP here. He was a mediocre player here.
Former MVP.
A former MVP is like saying my
Logan
former
Mankins
ex-wife
didn't
was
really
a
do anything
supermodel,
after
and now she's 500 pounds.
Mankins didn't do anything in Tampa.
He was old.
So why is that a surprise then?
Well, he had a terrible team in Tampa. He didn't have a quarterback. He had nobody else. You are what you surround yourself with. It's just like a good business, right?
Yeah.
A good business. You are what you surround yourself. You surround yourself with mediocre people, you're going to be mediocre. You surround yourself with good talent, you're going to be great. So he went from a great team that was going to the Super Bowl that year, that won a Super Bowl, to a crappy, mediocre team with no coach. You know, so it's tough to perform in that situation.
Another big cut. There was another big cut yesterday, though, that we haven't talked about yet. Another big Patriots cut.
Who'd we cut?
Nick Folk.
It's a big cut. Guy couldn't hit past 40.
But the Quinn Norton guy can't hit an extra point. He missed like 2.
I think that was just like, you got to settle down, kid. You got to relax. He was pretty. I'm sure in practice, like, Bill's been impressed, and he could probably boot it from 55, 60.
Yeah, he can kick it. He's like the type, I think, though, that's going to.
But even last year, we'd say Folk, and we'd be texting each other like, "Here comes a miss," and he was good.
But they did manage him to it. He didn't kick anything over 40.
Obviously, because he doesn't have the leg strength. But
and even some of the 40-yarders were like,
they were like, "Oh boy," just. So I'm okay with that one. That one doesn't bother me. I like that Harvey Lange. But here's the deal: from now he's a good special teams. We need special teams pieces. You're not going to have Judon running down on kickoff.
You have plenty of them.
Yeah, but you need defenders.
Yeah, you do.
No, you got
your boy.
Winovich is going to be on kickoff. Kickoff return,
Brandon
punt.
King.
He's a special teams guy. Special teams guy.
Slater.
Special teams guy.
I mean, that's a lot of special teams guys.
Well,
that are like almost just special teams guys.
Yeah, but if you let go of Harvey, but here's the thing: from now until
but what about you let go of the kid from Alabama, Jennings? They drafted last year.
From now until the season, like the actual practice Wednesday from like next week.
Yeah.
From today, a week from today, I guarantee there's going to be some guys that are on the roster. From now, they do a lot of movement stuff. So like Hoyer's going to be off until maybe right after the first week of practice. Then he'll come back because his contract won't be guaranteed for the year, which I think that's so stupid. When you're making league minimum, they'll pay a guy $3 million to. No, he makes league minimum. He signed a 1-year league minimum deal.
I thought he signed 1 year, $3 million.
No.
Oh.
But they'll pay Cam $3 million to cut him. That's the shit that bothers me sometimes. That's a little bit of the issue that I have. They'll pay certain guys. You'll pay Michael Bennett $5 million to come in and be terrible, and then they trade him away. They gave him $5 million guaranteed, but then they won't keep a guy on the roster week 1 who's making league minimum because then his salary's guaranteed for that $1 million. Just it's like, all right, so you're gonna cut a guy just to save $1 million, but you'll keep a guy, pay him a contract, give him $3 to $5 million guaranteed, and then release him.
Yeah.
What? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But I guess it is what it is. Or like my rookie year, I had to split my contract. So if you get hurt and you're on IR, they take half of your contract away. So I was a rookie, tore my ACL, I had a split. So they took they saved $300,000. So I made $300,000 that year. But then like my draft,
is that the injury settlement thing?
No. It's if you're a late round draft pick, you have no pull.
Yeah, so, but what if you got released with an injury settlement? Do you get
that's different?
It's just like a negotiated.
That's
part
a negotiated part of your prorated. So like they negotiate like how many weeks would you be injured. So you get paid like it's an 8-week injury. We'll give you 8 weeks of your salary.
Okay. And then when you come back, then when you're ready, you have to sign somewhere else.
But like Roman Harper was a second-round pick. He tore his ACL a week after me. He was a second-round pick, so he had no split, so he made $1 million.
Okay.
So I was a fifth-round pick. They figure, okay, as these guys go down in the draft status, we can say whatever we can put anything we want into their contract. They have no weight.
Oh.
We do whatever we want to these guys. The guys in the first or second round, they're like, no, I won't report. I won't come. I don't want to split.
Yeah.
So the Saints saved $300,000. Yippee!
Did you have the last
Good
laugh?
for you. I did.
The
franchise only has 1 Super Bowl. I have 2 myself.
Should have had 3, right?
Should have had 3. Could have had none. But
actually, speaking of that one too, did you see that?
I don't get that.
Malcolm
he's
Butler
probably
retired?
got something going on.
Yeah.
Maybe something going on.
Yeah.
The problem is if he's he retires, he's not. If he does stay out this whole year, he's not coming back. He's done.
Well, he's made a ton of money though. He had that big deal in Tennessee.
Big, and then he got released. I'd say career, maybe he's made 30, which is a lot. I'm not saying it's not, but taxes take half. That's 15, and you buy 1 Lambo, and that's 14.
He made more than you made, didn't he?
No, he made more than me, but.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I also think that he was banking with Bank of America with no investment guy, no advisor. So I said, you can't have over a certain amount and it's not insured.
His career earnings are $64 million.
It's more than that. That's pretty good. 64?
Yeah.
Well, what did he make with Tennessee?
60.
Guaranteed?
He got paid almost all of it.
No, that's not career earnings.
Yes, because he got paid mostly all of it.
Really?
Pulling it up right now.
That's impressive.
The contract he had with Tennessee was it was 5 years, $61 million.
So why would he ever play again?
He had $30 million guaranteed.
That's nice.
And he played all but one of the seasons with him.
That's nice. Good for you, Mel. Don't ever come back. For what?
Stay out now.
$3 million? It's stupid.
That's what he was getting in Arizona.
Yeah, it's dumb. So
it's gotta
$1.5
be,
million after
taxes?
taxes?
Yeah, but it has to be something real.
No,
though.
He didn't make 60. He made 42. It's still a lot. His 7-year, he made the Patriots in 2014. He made 420 in 2015, 829, 2016, 968. It's 2017, 339.
Oh, yeah, it's 42.6.
42.6. So he's got $20 million in the bank. it's still good. You make 6% on $20 million. Can't spend that. So.
Well, you can.
Oh, you can. Just depends on your lifestyle. That's all.
It's got to be something big, because why wouldn't he just stay? I mean,
I know he's got a child, so
if he had a good year in Arizona, he could play himself into a decent contract. He's still
how old
30,
is he though?
31?
I know he's 31. She hit over 30. Once you hit 30 as a corner, it's like they start saying, "Oh, you're too old."
Well, here's another one. What about Gilmore put on the PUP?
I'm sure his rehab has been very much so like, I don't know how I feel today. I'm gonna rehab this real slow because they're not paying him. They're not going to give him a contract extension because of the injury.
But if he could prove that he was ready to go, couldn't he force them into the contract extension? Or just say, I don't want to play right now?
Well, they would say every team has the upper hand when it comes to contracts. So he has 1 year left on his deal, and he's like, listen, I'm way underpaid. Yeah, they have already addressed, last year they gave him a bump to help him like come up to like the levels of what all the top corners are making. But then that's only a 1 year Band-Aid. And then until the player comes back and is like, listen, you gave me the bump last year, but I am substantially down the list now for my final year under contract.
Yeah, but, I mean, you think you could get a decent deal on him because he got hurt, right? He's coming off injury, so you got to prove it. I think he's making $7 million this year. You got like 12 and a half, 13 million in cap space right now. Why not use like $3-4 million bucks and get him play week 1 and be ready to go against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah.
It's a must-win game. That's the thing I'm worried about with your boy Big Mac and cheese, whatever you want to call him.
Mac and cheese, baby. Mac and cheese.
So
I got a lot of Big Macs in here.
So before
you bring them down, you think the guys will eat them, or they'll be scared?
Oh, they'll eat it.
All right.
So before
still fresh.
Before the news yesterday, a TV spot during that game locally, right? To go a 30-second TV spot on that during that game. How much was it?
For that game?
Yeah.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
$2 million.
No, it's not national. It's just regional.
$1 million.
No, it's just regional.
I don't know.
Like a regional Super Bowl spot's like $50,000.
A regional Super Bowl spot?
Yeah, it's $50,000.
So $50,000.
$100,000.
Oh,
before
so
yesterday's
double.
news.
I'm thinking national. I'm thinking like Super Bowl ads.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's double a Super Bowl spot.
Are we going to be keeping it awesome on that thing?
No.
Yeah, save that 100 G's.
Well, it's going to be more probably now.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
stupid.
the storyline bigger now with Mac versus Brady? Well, actually, this is going to be a tough one. Who are you rooting for in that game? Whoa.
I'm rooting for Mac. I'm rooting for the Patriots. I'm rooting for my home team.
So you're going to have like a Mac 10 shirt on?
I'm going to have a Mac Jones jersey on. I'm going to be rocking Mac Jones.
Because last week you said that you were going to be rocking a Brady jersey.
I changed my mind.
Oh, you're on the Mac Jones.
I'm on the Mac Jones train. I'm on the Mac Jones because I'm a big fan of youth and like a young rookie player.
You get no more pajamas, no more T-shirts.
I'm telling you, I'll still be sent that stuff maybe. I don't know. Tom, I still like you. Come on, Tom.
So you're gonna get up on Get Up on ESPN and say, I value Mac Jones over Tom Brady right now.
No. But I'm going to hope that they win.
You're going to root for Mac Jones.
I'm going to root for the
Tom Brady.
Patriots to beat Tampa.
Yeah.
But I think Tom is obviously in a better.
You're waffling here.
Tom is going to be a better player this year. Mac is still a rookie. You don't think Mac is going to come out and be a better quarterback than Tom this year? He's going to take his lumps. So you have to understand there's going to be a few bumps in the road. But I'm rooting for Mac to have a successful season with the Patriots because they built this roster up to help a young quarterback.
But I'm not talking about the Buccaneers versus the Patriots. Who are you rooting for when it comes down to that game of who has a better game, Mac Jones or Tom Brady?
I want Mac Jones to have a better game than Tom.
Okay. So you're on the Mac Jones.
I'm on the Mac Jones side because Mac Jones is going to be the guy that's going to be here for the next 10 years. So I want him to have a great start. If they go out there and have a poor start, then it's going to start being, you're going to be all over it. Like, see, told you, he's not good. He's not good. So
I never said he wasn't good. I think Mac Jones is going to be an elite quarterback. I think
you got his rookie card.
Yeah, I did. And it's worth more money already today.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Went up like 4 times the value already.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it! You always do this. Shit.
Yeah. But
speaking of value, I got a car question.
How much is a Corvette worth with no motor in it?
Damn Chevy. All right. Let's explain to everybody. I bought a C8. Everybody, you knew that. I bought a C8. I had the C8 coming. Dan said it was for old men. It wasn't cool. Yada, yada, yada. 44 miles, drops a valve, explodes the motor. Done. So they're replacing the motor.
Did you ever get it over 50 miles an hour?
No, I hit it once. I did like 90, but that was it. But anyway, they're replacing the motor. I sold it back to the dealership. I'm done with it. I'm pissed off. I'm done with it. Done with the C8. So it's gone. But I am looking at a 2019 C7 ZR1. Don't roll your eye. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Because it's like the same thing.
No, it's not. It's completely different. It's a different motor. It's a supercharged motor, highest horsepower they ever made. The last actual manual that they'll ever make for a Corvette. The last ever manual for a Corvette.
Drive a manual every day?
I don't drive it every day. It's like it'd be like driving around town a little bit,
twice,
break it out.
After twice you drive it, you're like, I don't want to drive this anymore.
Then I can sell it, make my money back.
The average age of a Corvette owner in this country is 61 years old. Where do you fall in that range?
I'm an old soul. I'm 37. But because to have a Corvette, you have to have... Usually a Corvette's not your everyday driver. So if you have a Corvette, you have a regular car, your wife has a car, you have your toy. Most 37-year-olds don't have my car, wife's car, toy. Some do.
Yeah, some do. But the thing is, the 37-year-olds that do don't have a Corvette. They had something even higher.
What's higher than that, though?
Lots of things.
Yeah, but then guess what? Costs a lot. That's a cost a lot.
Not like much more than
I'm
a
not
zero
going
one.
on no 30 for 30. What happened to Ninko? What happened to him?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? What happened to Ninko?
Bought a
He's living on the
Lamborghini?
streets somewhere. He bought too many cars.
For like 50 grand more than that, you can get like a really nice McLaren. You can get a Ferrari.
I don't fit in a McLaren.
You fit in a Aventador.
That's 800 grand.
You got it.
I have it, but do I want to give it? That's the question.
$50 on Big Macs today.
They're terrific. What's wrong with a Big Mac? These are actually very good. Very.
Do you feel guilty already eating it?
Stop.
You know, run your prison hills in your backyard.
I don't feel great eating it, but in these moments, what would Tom do?
He wouldn't eat the Big Mac.
Mm-mm. It's good, but now you have me like thinking about preservatives. That bun will last forever. It's okay. All right,
You okay?
let's get it together. I'm crying.
How many hills are you gonna have to run today?
I'm gonna have to do some serious cardio. I thought about eating as many Big Macs as I could, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that to myself, to my body.
You ever seen that McDonald's cheeseburger challenge? How many cheeseburgers you can eat at once?
See, if I go to McDonald's, which is very rare, I haven't had a Big Mac in maybe 20 years, honestly. I usually just get a number two. Used to be 2 cheeseburgers with fries. I used to just get that, and that was like my McDonald's fix. But then
that was your avocado ice cream.
Yes, but then they came out with the study of like how long a McDonald's bun lasts.
That means it's fresh though. Like it's
no, like you just
you can
set
put
it out and it never like ages.
The fries too.
They're good though
because you find them in people's cars when you're detailing them. They look just like they came out.
Oh, they're bad when they're cold too.
No, not
like
very
they
good
got to
at
be
all.
hot. They got to be hot.
No, not very good at all. It's probably time to take a break, right?
Let's take a Big Mac break. Time for you to have one.
You're gonna no.
Yeah.
You're gonna go throw up in the bathroom.
No, I'm good. All right, take a
All right,
break. We'll be back. Bye. All right, so we're back.
Ninko ate 3 more Big Macs.
I just finished my one. I'm good for the day. We're gonna
Get more.
provide
You're supposed to be
lunch.
honoring Mac Jones and eating 10 of those.
If I ate 10 of those, I would probably vomit or run to the bathroom very quickly. I'm gonna shout out to my boy Dave, owns Lobster Trap. Go check him out in Cape Cod. Really good spot. One of my favorite spots. He gave me this hat. I really love hats.
The
I
Big
love
Mac?
hats. It looks good. Look at him. Look at all these stupid pictures of like Mac Jones and Cam Newton standing together. Like, you put me and Harrison together from freaking the Steelers, like, you'd be like, what the hell? Who's that guy with the plumber? Like, I look like a plumber. He looks like a bodybuilder. Doesn't matter. Still making plays. But the whole body thing is stupid, like what you look like. He's a quarterback. What Tom look like? Look like Gumby.
He was thin, though.
He's a little thicker. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with being thick.
A little chubby?
Nothing wrong with being a little chubby.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't really. Doesn't really bother me one way or the other. All right.
So anyway,
let's go over the regular season schedule. Let's do it like a very
before
crazy
we talk
early
about that. Before we talk
Okay.
about that, I just want to. We should do the crate challenge.
No, we should not.
We should do the crate.
I am not dumb enough to do it. But
okay,
you're gonna do it.
Have you seen the crate challenge video of Cam Newton on the crates? And I think it's Bill. No, it was Mac.
Jones.
Mac kicked the crates out.
Yeah.
If I was doing the crate challenge and someone touches my crate, I don't care how injured I am. I'm enraged and I'm going to kill the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fight him and I'm going to hurt him. So to anyone doing the crate challenge, number one, why? You're going to hurt yourself.
But you're going to do it, though.
Number two, don't touch the crates. I'll do it. Someone touches the crate, I'm killing them. Dead. Anyway, so that was a funny video.
So wait, are you going to do the crate challenge?
I could. It's all about leg strength. It's not about the crates. Everyone thinks it's the crates. It's about being able to stabilize with your leg muscles.
When you have those crates on like grass, because you're not going to do it on concrete.
Who the hell does it on grass? I'm doing it on concrete right here on the driveway. Perfect.
Are you
just
serious?
Get up on there. Boom. Yeah. What's the difference between 6 foot of grass and 6 foot of concrete?
There's a huge difference.
It's the same shit. Anyway.
All right.
It's leg strength. I saw a guy do it up at the top.
Strength.
Yeah, it is. It's just like the Bosu ball. You know what a Bosu ball is? You don't do that.
But she did it and actually completed it.
In grass?
Yeah. With heels
so it's like a Bosu ball. It's a half ball, half plastic, and people can stand on it. If you can stand on a Bosu ball, grab a 100-pound dumbbell, do a squat, stand up, and the Bosu ball doesn't shake, you have the leg strength plus the intricate little muscles that stabilize, the stabilizer muscles that can handle that.
Do you think that ball's a little different than a milk crate?
Nope. I think it's about similar.
No, it's not.
How many milk crates is it? The top? 7, 6?
It's like 6, 7.
I'm not doing it.
You said you were going to do it.
Changed my mind on it. I'm not doing it. But anyway.
I want to see Ninko come down and just bend.
I don't want to do that.
Bend backwards.
If you like paralyze yourself on a milk crate challenge.
There's people that have like compound fractured their legs and arms and everything.
Stupid. They look like idiots for doing it. So anyway, all right, let's go through
back
this.
To the schedule. The crazy early predictions right now of the Patriots games, especially when we know the roster now.
Yeah.
Assuming no major injuries and all that. So they're going to open the season against the Dolphins. Is that a win or a loss?
It's a win.
It's definitely a win. I think Dolphins are overrated.
It's a win.
Then you're going to have the Patriots versus the Jets.
Rookie on rookie, it's a win.
Yeah.
Team is better than the Jets as a whole.
Then you're going to have the Saints versus the Patriots.
I think the Saints are going to be good now.
With famous Jameis?
Yeah, I think Jameis is going to be good.
You do realize that he was the quarterback of the team that won the Super Bowl, and they won 7 games.
I know,
with the
but I
same
think
exact
Sean
team.
Payton might be the quarterback whisperer now. So I think he might be able to.
So they're going to
do
stop.
some things.
They're going to stop Jameis from just throwing pick after pick after pick.
Yeah, they might. They might.
Are you saying that's a
so I think
Saints
that's
win?
No, I think that's the Saints. I think the Saints might win that one. So they're 2-1.
I'm going 3-0.
They're 2-1.
That's an easy one. All right. Then the game that pulls at Rob Ninkovich's heartstrings. Mac Jones.
I'm going with
versus
Patriots.
Tom
So they're
Brady.
3-1.
Whoa! What? You're
Yeah.
saying they're going to beat the Buccaneers and lose to the Saints?
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to lose to the Saints.
At
Bill's
home?
going to get pissed. Yep. They're going to be like, we need to be
They're
better.
going to lose to the Saints in Foxborough.
We're going to be. He's going to be in that mood of we suck. Everyone sucks. This is a big week.
All right,
Defense
so you
has
got
to
them
play
at 3-1.
better.
I got them at 4-0.
So they're beating Tampa.
Yeah.
So they're 3-1 after that game. You're 4-1.
I'm saying 4-0.
Okay.
And you have an easy game. The Patriots at the Texans.
4-1.
5-0. Then you have Cowboys at the Patriots.
I think they beat the Cowboys.
See, I think that's the
5-1.
game they lose. I think that's the game they lose.
So you're 5-1. I'm 5-1.
Yep. Then you have the Jets at the Patriots.
6-1.
Then you have Patriots going to the Chargers.
I think they lose that game.
So do I. I think that's 6-2.
6-2.
Then you have Patriots going to the Panthers.
They win that game.
7-2.
7-2. Sorry.
Then you have the Browns coming to New England.
They're going to lose that game.
I have them winning that game.
7-3.
I have 8-2.
Okay.
Then you have Patriots going to the Falcons.
They're winning that game.
Yeah,
8-3.
I got 9-2. Then you have Patriots at Bills.
They're going to lose that game at Bills.
That's what I got. I got lose. So I'm 9-3. You're 8-4.
8-4.
Then I have Patriots at the Colts.
They're winning that game.
Yes, that's what I have.
9-4.
I'm 10-3. Then you have the Bills at the Patriots.
They're winning that game.
Yep.
10-4.
Yeah, I'm saying 11-3. Then you have Jaguars at the Patriots to win. So 12-3. You're
11-4. 4.
Then you have the Patriots at the Dolphins.
They're going to lose that game.
I have a win there.
So 11-5.
I got 14-3.
We got one more, right?
That's it. 17 games.
Oh, that's 17.
You have 12. I think you're at 12-5.
Yeah, 12-5.
Yeah.
Well,
So 12-5 wins the division. You think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 14-3 obviously would win the division.
Yeah. They'll split with Buffalo.
I think the Buffalo split. I
And
think
then
they
Miami,
lose
they
in
beat
Buffalo.
Miami. They
win
beat
in
Miami.
New England.
Yeah.
But so you have a split for two of the teams in the division. You have a split.
Yeah. Yes.
You have them sweeping
yes.
the Jets.
So they sweep
I
the
said
Jets.
split against the
Split
Bills.
Miami and Buffalo.
I was worried about the
in
Dallas.
Miami. It's always tough.
I'm worried about the Dallas game because if Dak's playing well and Elliott's playing well and all that, it's still a tough team to beat.
Yeah. But
if
their
they stay
defense
healthy.
their defense might suck.
So you have Mac making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So how does a rookie fare in the playoffs then?
All depends on their defenses. If their defense is top 5, which I think they could be, that's what helps the offense. The defense gives them more opportunities.
What happened with Brady, right?
Yeah. Early in his career, great defense, good running game, Corey Dillon, good offensive line, protection, intermediate routes with your tight ends. So they've gone out and they've reproduced this
what do you think
duplicate
about
copy
the Sony
of what
Michel
they used
trade?
to do. He had a great camp. I didn't think Sony was going to make it. I thought he would be cut or be traded.
Yeah.
So he had a great camp, so that's what got him traded.
Yeah, you got like a 4th-round pick for him.
If he didn't have such a good camp, they would have cut him.
I don't think there's any way he was making the team.
No.
He could have a phenomenal
They're
camp.
loaded. They're loaded. They got so many backs.
I actually think that rookie is pretty good.
He's
Stevenson.
a spark plug, man. Freaking power.
Yeah.
Power. He's like a fire
J.J.
hydrant.
Taylor looks really good.
They all look good. But they're gonna have like a rotation in that room. It's where you have your early down guys, you have your catch and run guys, you have your screen guys, James White out of the backfield catch and run type guy. You're gonna have your pounding guy. So they're gonna have a nice balance of running backs. They're gonna need it because that's what sets up your play action pass. Everyone's high on Baker Mayfield. The reason why Baker Mayfield is anything in the NFL right now, and the Browns aren't paying him $100 million or whatever, $40 million a year, is because he runs the football and sets a play action pass. He's like the 28th ranked quarterback in the last year of playoffs. Sorry, not 28th ranked. He was 22 ranked quarterback on third down efficiency, and in the playoffs he was dead last in third and long situations, throwing the ball from the pocket. I don't know about you, but when it's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, I want a quarterback that can just take the direct snap and throw the ball down the field. Doesn't have to set up all these stupid gadgets or dash or play action and all that stuff. Because once you don't have the threat of running the football, then your linebackers aren't sucking up into the line of scrimmage. You just say, all right, screw it. Like, why are they play action on 3rd and 10? Stupid. All right, run the ball. We'll tackle you in 5 yards.
Yeah. No, I think you're right with that. But so do you think this Patriots team is a Super Bowl team?
No, probably not. Not yet.
Wow.
They're not a Super Bowl team.
Even with your boy?
No, they're not. He's a rookie. Come on now. I mean, he might need.
If you have him going 12-5.
Yeah, but I think they'll get into the playoffs and that'll
and lose?
Yeah, they're not going all the way.
So
this
who
is
do they
the
lose
rookie
to in the playoffs?
season. I mean, it's going to be Kansas City and Tampa. Tampa's going to win.
I think it's going to be a rematch.
It might be. Yeah, I think it could be a rematch. Kansas City's too good. They're going to be insane. I don't believe in Buffalo. I think they're going to be good, but they're not going to be great. I think they're going to slip up a little bit, and people are kind of over-projecting what the quarterback is going to be.
Who? The Bills?
The Bills.
Yeah, I mean, I think
everyone's
Josh
thinking they're
going to
be so good. I'm like, yeah, he's good, but Like last year in the playoffs, like he makes decisions. You're like, what the hell is he doing there?
Well, even at the Patriots game,
take a 20-yard sack when you're in field goal range in the playoffs. Like
he makes some, but Mahomes makes it too. Like where they do like that, the no look throw.
Yeah,
and then they don't realize that when you no look throw and somebody's just not there, and they're cutting in and intercepting the ball.
Yeah,
I think they do too much of that.
Yeah, it's too much. Like
you can't turn the ball over in the playoffs.
You got to be smart. So you got to be smart with the football. I think that.
So that's why you don't think Mac Jones can.
No,
propel himself.
He's still a rookie. Like it'd be really hard. When's the last time a rookie took a team to the Super Bowl? That'd be a great question. I don't think it's ever happened. Let's see. Has a rookie ever won or taken a team to the Super Bowl in their first year as a starting quarterback? Let's see.
I found this on the web.
Yep. Ben Roethlisberger.
There we go.
Oh, wait, no.
No. It said no rookie has ever taken their team to the Super Bowl.
He's 23 years old.
Okay. A rookie has never taken their team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Roethlisberger was the youngest ever.
Yeah.
It's actually, in fact, there's only...
Kurt Warner and Tom Brady both led their teams to the big game in their first year as starting quarterbacks.
But Kurt Warner was like 30.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom Brady was in his second year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
And he propelled in there because Drew Bledsoe almost died on the field.
Yeah. What, an aortic rupture or something not good in your heart.
No, he ruptured his spleen
something
and stuff like that.
No, I thought he ruptured like a blood vessel in his heart.
I think it was his spleen. He stayed after the game, and
I'll find out.
The trainer noticed.
What injury did Drew Bledsoe sustain that took him out of the game and let Tom Brady come in? Come on, I'm like a human.
Drew Bledsoe wasn't injured in the 2006 season.
Oh, thanks. I didn't ask about that. Drew Bledsoe injury.
No, Drew Bledsoe was injured.
Sheared blood vessel in his chest.
Yeah, I knew there was a blood vessel in his chest. Shut up, Surrey. You suck.
Yeah, because he almost died from it.
Yeah.
He passed out when he got to the hospital or something like that.
Yeah.
They said if he went home, went to sleep,
he would have died. Dead as a door now.
Yeah. That's crazy though, if you think about it.
That's football. You want a Big Mac?
No.
All right. We got 9 of them here.
You better start eating.
I'm gonna bring him downstairs.
Why don't you get a second one?
The boys will eat them. Sorry.
You get a gallon of water there. You can wash down a bun.
I'm gonna have to do the Aerodyne or something.
How many McDonald's cheeseburgers could you eat in one sitting?
Probably 12.
This sounds like a good challenge.
It does. I mean, I think I could eat 12. I can eat 2 easily, and I'm still hungry.
I can eat 2. I can do 12.
I can eat 12. I can eat 2 as a snack.
Not 5 or 6, but 12. We go from 2 to 12.
I could 10 more after 2. Maybe, I don't know.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of bread. You dip them in the water like the hot dog guys.
That's what you're gonna
do? No, I won't do that. I'll drink some water or something. They'll just expand it and I'll freaking throw up.
So you can do 12. That's what you
think. I could eat 12 hamburgers. Cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Take the cheese off. Just straight hamburger. It's the onions that'll get me, I think. Those little.
You can order whatever way you want.
Oh God. Oh, 12.
You're having trouble with a Big Mac.
That's like 2. If it was a challenge for money, how about for the Lambo? 12 Big Macs for the Lambo
in like 2 minutes. A gallon of milk.
No, I could do in 2 minutes eating 12 hamburgers and a gallon of milk?
No. Just one.
Oh, I could drink a gallon of milk. In 2 minutes?
No, you can't.
I don't know. I think I could. That'd be a good challenge.
So the issue that runs into is the milk curdles into your stomach.
Oh, God.
So that forces you to throw up.
I don't know. What if you're empty, and you just chug that thing?
It.
I don't know. I feel like I might be able to. 2 minutes?
You've been drinking that gallon of water for a while.
That's a lot of milk. I don't know. That's a lot of milk. So what do you think? What do you think of the color yellow? You like yellow?
Yeah, like a Ferrari, Lamborghini.
What about like a ZR1 Corvette ZR1 with the carbon package and the high wing and all that?
I'm just trying to like envision myself, using the Velcro on my shoes.
No, it's manual. You can't have the Velcro on your shoes. You got to have good reflexes. You got to be able to use your feet and your hands at the same time. Wop wop. You got to be able to do it.
And there's old guys that can do that. Well, guys that want to run
I don't know about
marathons.
that. I think this is pretty cool looking. I'm not a big like exotic guy. Like I'm not an exotic car guy.
What would you
This
do?
sucker looks good in yellow.
But what would you do if you drove that car and dropped another valve in it?
No, these don't drop valves. They're not having the valve drop. That's only the newer motors because the valve drop is happening because they have a 4-cylinder mode in these stupid motors. They're dropping them in Escalades. They're dropping them in GMCs. They're dropping them in Silverados. When you cut off half the cylinders, the other cylinders are just moving. And something's happening inside these motors. They're dropping valves, falling down into the cylinder, boom, killing the motor. So they need to figure it out because if more people have this issue in a Silverado or GMC, they just can fix it. No big deal. A Corvette, you got to freaking take the whole car apart. It's stupid.
But you do realize, though, you're looking to spend $170,000 on a Corvette.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
$170,000 on a Corvette.
I know, but like any exotic
On
is
a
like
Chevrolet.
that Lambo's $800,000.
Yeah, that's like
That's
the
$1
top
million.
Of the top, that's top of the top of the top.
What's the top? What's a average exotic? I mean, you can go
You
Porsche.
get like
$200,000. $200,000, you get you a Porsche.
You're almost $200,000 on a Corvette.
I know, but that Corvette is going to take 180 or 170, and just the value is just going to stay there. You go buy a Porsche or anything, it's going to drop because it's new and they're available. They only made 400 ZR1s with a manual transmission.
But the problem with the Corvettes are the generation of people driving Corvettes are dying.
That's true.
Like, there's not here. If you go to an elementary school, right, and go stand up there and hold up a picture of a ZR1 Corvette and like a Lamborghini Huracan and say, "Hey kids, which one do you want?" Nobody's gonna go the Corvette.
Corvette. They like the Corvette. If their dad's a plumber, he likes the Corvette. It's an everyday
I still
man
don't think
sports
so.
car.
I don't think so.
Some
Everyday
people
man
can't.
sports car.
It is an everyday, like, hard-working man sports car. You're not going to go buy a Lamborghini or a McLaren if you're a freaking, everyday hard-working man. You're going to go get a Corvette for 60 to 80 grand with payments.
You're talking about buying a $180,000 Corvette.
But it's because it's collectible, because it is a manual.
But what I'm saying is that the people that come up, like kids right now, they don't want a Corvette. Like, that's going to be your buyer.
No, the buyer would be in 2019 when somebody was 16 years old and they wished that they could drive a Corvette.
There's nobody at 2019 that was 16 years old that wishes they could drive a Corvette.
100%.
No, there's not.
I disagree.
No, there's not.
I disagree with that statement. I definitely disagree with that statement.
Why don't we just take like your kids, right? And we'll put a Corvette and then we'll just grab like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that, put it there, and they'll see which one they go to.
But I'm going to tell them, the kids,
but
that
they're the
Daddy
ones.
can't buy it. Daddy can't afford that one. Daddy can afford this one.
I understand that, but they're the ones that are going to buy that Corvette that you're thinking is going to hold value 10, 15, 20 years from now.
True. Hate this conversation. Well, then a Porsche Turbo, because I drove a Porsche Turbo the other day. I mean, it's a beautiful car. It's a beautiful car.
You just keep looking at old man cars, though.
What's a young man's car?
Like a Lamborghini Huracan.
They're $800,000.
No, a Huracan's like 230, 240, 250.
I don't fit in those. They're too small.
Yeah, you do. If you fit in a Corvette, you can fit in that.
I don't. Yeah, but they're like, if something happens to them, it's not like you can just go get it fixed.
What are you going to do in a Corvette?
Go down to your local Chevy dealership and get it fixed.
Yeah, with a guy with his pants hanging down, just banging on it and everything.
Better than a guy in wherever they're made just saying, well, I can't do anything with this car. It's too expensive.
No, there's places that you can go service.
Where?
The Lamborghini dealership.
And they bend you over the table and say, excuse me, sir, pull your pants down.
Same thing from the Chevy store.
No, not as much. Not as bad.
How's your shaking your Escalade?
You were going to fix that.
But
it's the tires
I
are
didn't
off.
sell that car to you.
It's not. It's the tires. It's not the actual car.
It
was out of alignment.
What are you going to do if put new tires on and then it's still shaking?
Then I'm going to go buy a freaking Lincoln Navigator. I can get my money back for it right now. It's only got 3,000 miles. Get what I paid for it, at least.
Not with that wobble.
Nobody's going to know. I'm going to trade it in. Cars right now at this point, too, they don't care about the wobble. They just take it. Like, oh, what's the blue book on it? Oh, okay. The chip shortage. Oh, it's worth 95. Okay, thank you.
Is that your favorite thing now, the chip shortage?
It's great. If you can buy a car at MSRP, then you have a little bit of leeway. If your car has a wobble and you're like, it's got 3,000 miles on it,
Or the motor blows out at 45 miles?
give me my money back. They're probably going to sell that car for more
How
than...
mad were you when you get pulled into the gas
I
station?
didn't have
on Route
shoes
1?
on, so that sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, I just washed it. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get a coffee. It's 8 in the morning. It exploded the motor, and I said, I'm on Route 1 pushing the car with no shoes on.
I drove by and I just thought you were getting gas.
No. Dead. Dead. Anyway.
How bad? Yeah, but on Ninko scale of like
I was
one
like
being
I was
perfectly
an
fine,
8. I was
a
an
10
8.
being
I was an
angry.
8. I wanted the car to be gone instantly. I wanted to take it if I could afford it. I'd just taken it and had somebody pick it up with a hook and just crush it.
Yeah, so I figured that's like a 10 though.
Yeah, no, with 10 I would like wanted to punch it or something.
Were you more angry with the guy that expelled your Hellcat and put the dents in it?
That I knew you can fix. Anything that I know is fixable within a relatively easy time
You were pretty
frame.
upset though.
I was upset, but I wasn't like, this is non-repairable. I knew it was going to be fixed instantly. With the motor, I was like, you can't get this car right now. It's going to take 3 months to get the damn motor fixed, which they said it's going to be fixed today. Tomorrow, I guess tomorrow they're going to have the motor actually in the car, the new motor. They have the motor there, which I don't own it anymore, so I don't give a shit. They gave me my money back.
So when did you ever hit like a 10 level with a car, like being so mad?
I was pretty pissed with the Escalade and the shimmy at 70. I was
Really?
pretty angry. Yeah, I was pretty angry. I'm like, you spend a lot of money on a car. It shouldn't be doing this. That's why I text you like, hey, when's that Grand Wagoneer come out? Because I'll freaking trade this thing in a second.
You already you
I
can
said,
tell
we'll
it.
trade this damn thing in a second. I'll get rid of this sucker. I don't give a shit.
But I thought you weren't you more angry when your wife hit the two cars?
So like with the stuff where it's getting hit, like I've over time now I have calmed down when
I'm
it
saying
comes
at
to
the moment in time.
It's the maddest I've ever been at the moment. The maddest I've probably ever been was when I was driving in my own car and I looked back behind me to make sure my dog was okay and I ran into a car in front of me. That really aggravated me because I hit one of those utility trucks with like that big hook on it and it like went into the bumper.
What kind of car?
My wife's new car. It was like just the GMC Denali,
Oh.
but it was new.
Just right through it.
Yeah, right through the bumper. And it hit the sensor, like the what is it, the cruise control sensor?
Yeah.
So like all the stuff went out. Even the backup sensors, like if you break the actual main
yeah.
computer,
Yeah.
the whole thing goes out. So I was pretty pissed at that. But I've been woo-sobbing lately. I've been relaxing and like taking it easy. I don't have the anger that I used to have. My dad's got a bad anger issue. Captain Insano that was here for the one episode. He's got an anger thing. I never want to be like that. I never want to be nuts. I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to freak out. I don't want
He seems pretty level-headed.
No, he's nuts. There's something wrong with him. He's absolutely insane.
He hasn't mellowed out with age.
No. He's getting worse.
Oh,
He might
really?
be like, I don't know. I tell my sister all the time, I pray that he never has any type of issue like remembering or because he'll be one of those guys that'll, pull a gun out on you and think you're coming after him, He's nuts. Like from Sopranos.
Yeah.
When the was it the grandfather, the uncle jumps out, shoots Tony.
Yep.
Not good.
That'll be it.
That'll be it.
So that's where you get the rage from.
But I'm calm now. I'm a calm person. I'm calm. I actually just purchased a house. So what I should do is I should just take the money that I got back from the Corvette and just paint the house. Paint the whole house and save some money. That's what I'm going to do. That'd be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it?
Does the house need to be painted?
Yeah, it's like a weird mustard, like inside. It's like that
Saying inside
taupey-
or outside?
Just inside, not outside. Outside's
Ah.
fine. Inside.
How
Inside.
many rooms though?
The whole house. It's going to be a few. It's going to be a few.
It's a lot of money.
It's going to be a few. It's going to be a few. That's why I should just...
You're gonna do all this before you move in.
Yep.
So when's that?
Got to do it. Probably end of this month. September 30th, the people are out.
And then you're gonna start the whole.
Then we'll start painting and everything. So maybe mid-October, hopefully. I don't know. End of October, November, possibly November. I would think November before it gets
You're
too
hoping?
cold. Hoping, praying.
Have like Thanksgiving or something like that in there.
Something would be very nice. Well, we'll own the house, so it'll be empty. I mean, I could just put some candles on the floor and we could all lay around.
We
and
have two houses now.
I'll have two houses, but I'll sell the other one. Foxborough house, anyone's interested.
Why don't you sell it to Mac Jones? He needs a
Mac
place
Jones.
that's closer.
Yeah, it's right down the street. But I don't know if he needs a house. He's a kid, married. I don't know.
He's taking a big leap here. He's no longer a kid, right? He's quarterback one of.
He's the man. He's the man. Mac.
Your favorite one now.
I like him.
You
I like him.
You
I like
put him on the pedestal
ever
above
since
Brady.
he walked up to that stage, like
ready?
Doogie Howser running to help someone in the ER.
I think it was
it.
like Heath Ledger in Batman when he was a
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah, that's a good walk. It's
It's the same thing.
and then it goes. Yeah.
But you think he's gonna be able to command this team?
Yes, I do. I think his
Seems pretty
demeanor.
goofy.
He's got yeah.
Seems pretty goofy.
Yeah, he's a little goofy. Just got a text message. That stinks.
What?
I was gonna do like this event thing. It was through Zoom. It was gonna be like a good little thing, and they canceled it.
Why?
Only 3 people confirmed on attendance
Zoom
for like
thing
a
for
company. It was like for a business. Like they were gonna have like an event.
What? Oh, and you were gonna be like
I was gonna do like
a
the
speaker?
Yeah, and they unfortunately
speak
we
about?
have to cancel the event. We have only 3 confirmations on attendance. This was mishandled because our marketing person quit. I do apologize and appreciate your helping. No problem.
What was
No
it?
problem.
What was it? What were you gonna do?
Just do like a
Motivational?
Yeah, 15, 20 minute like motivational talk about.
So what do you talk about in those?
Just adversity, bumps in the road, obstacles. Everyone's got them. How do you handle them? How do
Talk
you
about
fight?
Corvettes.
If they want to talk Corvettes, they want to talk about once you get to the mountaintop and you
Yeah.
want to
Once you-
reward yourself.
Yeah, you just
Get
tell them all like, here, you work
Get
hard for this
get
company.
yourself a Corvette, baby.
You work hard
There's
for this
nothing
company
wrong
for
with a
30
Corvette.
years.
You're a hater on
No,
Corvettes.
you just
You're a
work hard for
Corvette
this
hater.
company for 30 years. You're going to retire with a nice little 401k.
Yep.
And you go buy yourself a Corvette.
Get yourself a
At
Corvette.
61 years old.
That's it.
Like it's
That's it. And then if you're really special and lucky at 36 or 7, you can get yourself a Corvette.
Yeah.
Actually, my
You can
first
hit
Corvette,
retirement
my
early.
first Corvette was a 2008, and I was 25 when I first bought my Corvette. My first Corvette I was at 25. Now that's something.
When you pull in the players' parking lot, were there other Corvettes there?
No, I'm the only one with a Corvette, and I don't care about being an outlier. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like, there wasn't. But if you look at like the coaches' parking lot, was there a couple Corvettes there? Like 60
No, there's like Volvos. Bill
like
drives a
Scarnecchia
Volvo.
pulled up in a
Dante drives a Nissan truck, a Titan. I'm like, what the hell? This guy's
but
vacation.
that's probably his daily driver, and he probably has a Corvette. in the
I
garage.
don't know. A lot of them coaches, they don't have time to drive anything, so they literally just.
There's got to be players that do, or coaches
Corvettes?
that do.
No, I don't think anyone's got a Corvette. No one had a Corvette.
What does Mayo drive?
Mayo's not a car guy, so I don't. I think Mayo drove.
Troy Brown?
Troy
Not a big
Brown
Corvette guy.
drove like an Audi. Mayo drove like a Range truck SUV.
Josh McDaniels not at the age.
McDaniels drives like a white girl car, like a white Range Sport. Like it's not for dudes. But
What
you
about
can tell
a
they
white-
don't care. They
What
go
about
in
a white Mazda Miata?
or a white Mazda Miata convertible, whatever tickles your fancy. Go ahead and do it. I like old cars. I like cars. I like cars.
Old
I've always
soul.
loved cars. Always loved a good old car. Why not?
Have you like driven though, like a Lamborghini Huracan, or
No. No, have not.
or
Should
like
I?
a Aventador?
Aventador?
I've been
No,
trying to
they're
tell
too
you you have to drive
expensive.
it.
They're too expensive.
Like
I
a
can't do
Urus.
it. Too expensive.
Why wouldn't you get one for your wife?
It's just an SUV.
Yeah,
It's just an SUV. But then I have kids that are flicking boogers everywhere.
but they'll do that in your Corvette, right?
No, they're not getting in my Corvette. They're not allowed in the Corvette.
It sound like a release.
No, there's only one seat in there. So then my wife's super crazy about car seats. I took my son, for a little ice cream run in the old car. She's like, "Get him out of the old car." She doesn't like the old cars because they're not safe.
They're actually pretty safe. They're all
They're,
steel.
they're freaking steel.
Eh.
You bounce off the freaking dashboard, but you'll be all right.
Yeah,
You bounce
people didn't
off.
really die. There wasn't really
Well,
the
the
need for car
steering
seats
wheel
when they
might take
came
your
out.
head off. That's probably bad.
Yeah, but there weren't really car seats.
He's in the back too.
Did you when you grew up? Were you in a
No,
car seat?
I used to lay in the back of the, like where the speakers are in the back where the window is.
Yeah.
I used to lay back there and look out. They didn't. There's no safety back then. I survived. But it's time for a break.
Yeah.
Should we wrap this one, or are we gonna come back?
It's up to you.
What time is it? What we got?
12:30.
Boss, where we got on time?
1 hour.
We're at 1 hour. That's a pretty good show, I think.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this one. I think that we are going to come back next week, and we're going to be pleasantly surprised. Well, we're not going to have a game this weekend.
No, but it'll be right before
We're
the game.
going to do
Are you
a
going to the game?
Yep, I'm working the game. So I'm working. If anyone wants to listen to Ninko do play-by-play, I'm working ESPN radio for the Patriots Miami game at home. I'll be in the box, in the booth, getting my Zoe on, trying to be.
You doing with Zoe?
No, I'm working for ESPN for this one. So I was doing a local broadcast, 98.5 radio.
So who are you doing it with?
One of the play-by-play guys for ESPN. I have to look at my emails on exactly who I'm working with. But it'll be my first in-studio or in-box at the game play-by-play.
Where it's at like the center, right?
Yeah, it's right in the center. I'll be right underneath you. So I'll come see you for halftime.
Yeah.
I'll have like a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So I got to get studying. I got to know my roster. I got to know Miami's roster. But thanks for joining us. I'm happy to announce that Big Mac Jones is our freaking starting quarterback, baby. Let's go. So,
and I think it's a mistake, but check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all 9 yards. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.